Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Eccles Center. Again, my name is Chris Taylor. This is Mr. Ty Exel, and we are excited tonight to present our end-of-the-year concert with all of our concert ensembles here at Treasure Mountain and Park City High School. We are going to start with a piece entitled Jungle Dance, and I'm going to let Mr. Exel take the stage. By the way, hi, Dad. I know you're out there somewhere. Where are you at? There they are. Glad you guys made it. Awesome. So hopefully everybody enjoys tonight's concert. Thank you. Our next selection, we chose this one. I might have had a clarinet player or two that goes, Mr. Taylor, we're a little bored. We need a little bit more of a challenge. Like, okay. So we reached into the klezmer tradition of music, which if you're familiar at all with klezmer music, has some fairly raucous clarinet parts. And as far as what I like in this one is it, for the whole ensemble, started expanding ranges in both directions. We have some higher parts, lower parts. So we're getting out of their comfy zone, making them a little bit uncomfortable, making them work a little bit harder. But this is Klezmer Carnival. And since the last time that we were playing right in front of you, we have added some instruments to the mix. We have bassoon players now. We like bassoon players. I don't know if anybody else did anybody else switch this quarter? I think it was just the two bassoons. Also, hopefully earlier, about a month ago, you probably should have got an email about marching band and that kind of stuff. If you do have any questions about marching band for this summer, please feel free to let myself know, Mr. Exel, Mr. Giddings. We're all going to be involved with it. We're all working together on that one. And we're going to be starting up right after school gets out because we have a parade for about halfway through June, I believe, that we have to be ready for. So some good things are coming up on the horizon. All right, we are going to close out the Band 3 version with some selections from Harry Potter. You're welcome, Lisa. It's my sister.
Thank you so much again for being here. Before we play our next song, The Great Locomotive Chase, I wanted to tell you just a little bit about it. It is, as you may guess, about a train chase. Specifically, this train chase took place during the Civil War. It was vital to the efforts, and essentially it's the story of a train pushing to its limits to try and get to where it needed to go, and eventually towards the end sort of starting to break down a little bit. So you'll hear lots of different sound effects. You'll hear the engine running, you'll hear the steam, and you get to kind of be transported to this great locomotive chase. Thanks.
Hopefully you all recognize that as the music from The Incredibles. We are going to continue on and close the concert band section of this with highlights from Brave. This has kind of a Celtic feel to it. This is the Park City High School Wind Ensemble. And since, again, the last time we saw you, we flew this group across the country, where we flew into Boston to go to DC, where they shut down the airport. And so we got stranded in Boston for a little bit and had to get on a bunch of buses and drive 7-8 hours to ride more buses. And we kind of lost a day on our trip. However, these kids were awesome on the trip, as well as all of our orchestra members that were on that one, all of our jazz students. And we were part of a festival out there, and kids did wonderful out there. We're so proud of how they performed, how they did clinics, and just how they were awesome people on that trip. So if we could give a hand to these kids, because they were great. The first selection that we are going to do is very significant in the world of band literature. We're going to open with Holst's First Suite in E-flat. It is a 3-movement piece, and what makes it significant is Holst is more known for writing for orchestras, probably most famously The Planets. Most people have heard of that one at some point. And originally he wrote this for military band, which is more of a brass band, but then later went on and reorchestrated it for the, I want to say modern concert band, but it's been a challenge for us to work up, and we hope that you enjoy Holst's First Suite in E-flat. Our next selection that we're going to play tonight, I'm very excited about this one. A few months ago, I had a former student who sent me a piece of music and was like, hey, would you give this a read and let us know, or let him know what I thought, like what could be fixed, what could we do to hopefully move this into a realm of getting music published and such. And I remember like we read it once the first, and I just kind of put it away. We're right in the middle of competition season and all that, getting ready for that lit. And then we pulled it out a couple weeks ago, started going through it a little bit. I'm going, okay, I like this. There's a lot of really, really good stuff in this piece of music. And so I sent him a text. It's like, hey, we're going to put this on our last concert. And then about 20 minutes later, I think I got a text saying, I booked my flight. So I'm going to invite out to the stage a 2016 alumni of the Park City Band Program and Park City High School. And I'm going to let him talk a bit about his piece. But if you would please welcome Quinn Demolsky.
Thank you so much, everybody. It's really an honor to be here after 8 years of being gone. Chris Taylor and this music program had such a profound effect on me as a student, and it's ultimately performances like these that led to me becoming a professional musician and composer. So currently, I am a professional musician, composer, performer, and educator living in Los Angeles, California, and I never guessed my career would end up where it did. So this piece you're about to hear is actually one of my own original compositions. It was originally written for large jazz ensemble, though I rearranged it for concert band because I thought that it would be a great instrumentation for a group like this. The tone of the piece is smooth and dark, but it's more uplifting. And the title is Hora Somni, which in Latin that translates to at the hour of sleep. As I was composing this piece, I stayed up very late into the night, probably later than I should have, writing it, and that's sort of where the title comes from. So I am a born and raised Park City Parkite, and in some ways this performance is me giving back to the program and the community. So I encourage you all to give back to the program however you can, whether that be financially, through your voice as a local, or through supporting your kids. One last thing I wanted to say is that recently one of my close friends who went to school here with me passed away. His name is Joe McGinnis. He died of brain cancer, and he played trumpet in the wind ensemble when I went to school here, and I would like to dedicate this performance to him. Thank you.
All right, senior parents, do you have your cameras ready? Just checking. We are going to be having our music department barbecue and such this weekend, which we will be doing a lot of recognition of students and their achievements. But I do want to take just a moment, and if I could have all of my seniors stand up. If you're in the back and you're a senior, wave and all that, but all those seniors stand up, please. I'm super proud of all these kids because, again, that global pandemic that we had, and coming back and doing band where we didn't even use the band room, it was too small. We had to be on this stage 6 feet apart. I actually flipped it so I was way in the back. We didn't have the shell or any of that up. And I remember the first time we tried to play, and yeah, students can't hear themselves. And I'll be honest to say, like when this group was around that 8th grade freshman, we lost some people because of that. But these guys persevered through there, and they have shown a mark of excellence, and I'm very, very proud of each one of you. So thank you all very much. And again, when students graduate from our program, I am not so much interested in turning out professional musicians. If that happens, great. But really, number one, I want to turn out good people. Okay, some good humans that come out of here who have a lifelong appreciation of music. And I've been telling this to seniors. I know it's really scary to think, but someday you're going to have children. And someday they're going to come home with some noisemaker in their hand going, hey, look at this. Be super supportive. Keep them playing. I know it's done a lot for you. It's done a lot for generations that have walked through these halls. So keep supporting music. Be a consumer of music. Be a supporter. Go to live concerts. All that stuff. And again, super proud of all of you. We have one more selection that we are going to play for you. And a lot of people just kind of consider this my theme song nowadays. And I'm already going to catch it when I get home. Honey, I already know. I took it off. I had my name tag on the whole first half of the concert. But if you really take a good look at my name tag, the picture on there is Darth Vader. So we are going to close tonight with the Imperial March. Again, thank you all for coming out and supporting our music program. Tomorrow night, we have all of our string groups as well as our full orchestra playing tomorrow night. That concert, again, starts at 6:30. We'd love to see you. If not, we'll see you guys at the park on Saturday for our awards barbecue. So thank you all very much. I hope you enjoyed yourselves, and we're going to finish with the Imperial March.